Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Big Ray. You know who I am. I am the Mark of the Masters, man of the Plan. Big Ray here today to talk to you about something kind of interesting today. Now, check this out, guys. Now, the deal is that, well, right now I'm driving to work, and this is kind of live. I mean, I'm doing this live. Anyway, speaking of live, SmackDown's going to be live. A live SmackDown. So me and the guys actually got together. We thought to ourselves, you know what would be cool? It would be cool if OneWrestling.com, if Big Slam Nation went live during SmackDown Live. So that's exactly what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. OneWrestling.com via YouTube, OneWrestlingVideo.com. We're going to go live, full reactions as the show is going on. Join us at 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be live talking some SmackDown Live. And we'll go back and forth. You guys can send us messages. You guys can tweet us live. You guys can actually message us as we speak about this week's show. It's going to be something cool, something different, something awesome, guys. So please join us here at OneWrestling.com, YouTube /OneWrestlingVideo.
Looks like this match is over. He's about to hit him with a big slam.
Again, thanks for your support, and we'll see you at the matches right here, OneWrestling.com.
Welcome, wrestling fans. You got the show, Bill Schuyler here. This is the Big Slam Nation for One Wrestling, and I am here with the entire Big Slam Nation for the first time in a long time. I'm talking about, and I'm going to hit them off one at a time, and you guys can let me know what's on your mind, say hi to the fans, and all that good stuff. The Professor, Anthony Quintana, all the way from Bombay, New Jersey. How are we this week, sir?
What is going on? Happy Friday to you, because we're recording on Friday, and I'm doing very well.
Fantastic. Fame Black, the Nature Boy, Snapchat extraordinaire.
Get it right, get it right.
Doing my best. How is it going there, Fame? Glad that you can make it with us.
Yeah,
Ooh,
man. Well, you know,
listen.
you reached out to me personally. I couldn't let you down after that. I felt touched, and that's something that the other hosts of the show don't tend to do. Anyway, I've been locked up in the house, man, making a lot of phone calls. That's what I've been, making a lot of phone calls and seeing what's going on with people. But other than that, nothing. You know, me and you, right, Bill, got to talk on the phone one day.
Yeah, we got to. We got to make that and get that done. All right, now, all the way from Boston, correct? Massachusetts?
Boston kid.
Connor, okay, Fabe.
What's going on?
How it be? What'd it be like? Long time, sir.
Yeah, it'd be a long time. Wheels just keep on spinning, things keep on turning, and I'm not sleeping. So yeah, but I'm glad to be back.
Welcome to the club. All right, and New York City's representatives, let's hit it out. All in capitals, ladies and gentlemen. Don't make the mistake. The dirtiest in the city.
In
8-Track Brown.
All caps when you spell the man's name. That's right. I'm here. I'm good. I'm home. I'm chilling. And I'm dressed. And I probably left my traces of DNA in various women.
Jeez.
Unbelievable. That's going to be bleeped out.
That's the best vague statement I've ever heard about that. I got to write that down.
I like that one.
So y'all can blame me for all those crazy chicks out there. I play a big part in that.
All right, and Billy Ray Valentine. A lot of weird stuff going on in the world. A lot of,
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Billy Ray Valentine, your neighborhood conspiracy analyst, man. What's going on? Yo, 8-Track Brown, that shirt looks good, man. You are gonna get some tail tonight for sure.
I have one question about 8-Track's shirt. Do they make it for men?
Well, they have it for Titans, so I'm assuming that it make it for men.
Is that
Even you?
You know where you got that shirt, and it wasn't in the men's section.
I got it in the Titans department.
What's up,
And
everybody?
now we'll hit it off to the man, Big Ray at Big Ray's show. How it be?
Well, thank you for asking, AJ. I thought today I'd I don't know, do a podcast, maybe shoot a little video for OneWrestling.com, and then beat up John Cena.
Hey!
Fantastic. I am really, really pumped to have everybody here. This is my first time hosting the nation, so I'm going to do my best. But
You're not a virgin anymore, Skylar.
Not a virgin anymore. Unfortunately, we did have some bad news starting last night, and in Nice, France. I wanted to offer our condolences from the Big Slam Nation out to all of our fans here in the States of French descent with family members throughout. And in France, yet again, the terrorists have struck within those borders. I don't know, this is like at least the third time, I think, in 18 months. You know, a lot of civilians killed at the Bastille Day event. And we got even more crazy stuff going on in Turkey as we speak, as they got a military coup. And we got wrestling fans all over the world. So I just want to, again, thoughts and prayers out to each and every one of them, and hope that we can have a little peace in the world now and then, you know? So if you
I second that.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Well said. Well said.
Now, I understand we have some breaking news, so I want to hit that right from the gate, because just earlier today, I was extremely glad to hear that Brock Lesnar, passing all types of tests from the USADA, clear to go, and then I'm hearing now that that has been, well, Billy Ray, fill us in on what's going on.
I'm not sure what's going on, man. I just got the news that he's probably doping, and if he was flagged for it, I'm willing to say that it's probably true. I mean, it's not confirmed yet, but if he was flagged for it, odds are it's true. God knows what he was taking. I still think he's a beast, and it doesn't matter to me any way, shape, or form. I don't think he needed to take anything to beat Mark Hunt. He would have beat him anyway.
Brock Hunt.
It's a chimera. No, but regardless of that, like, I don't think he needed to take anything. But even if he did, he's still the man. But he faces a suspension, right?
And what will this do for the WWE? I don't know how they handle that testing when it's not their own.
It's the same thing. I guess they'd have to be binded by it, man, right? They'd have to go by that test and suspend the guy. I would assume.
Bad timing.
We've never seen Brock Lesnar get, for more than 30 days at a time,
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got a big main event coming up.
Oh, please. Did you call that a main event, did you?
It's a main event with Orton, and supposedly word is that was going to determine who the new champion was going to be for the SmackDown brand. But I have a question.
Lame.
Hey, I don't make these things. I'm just reporting it. Don't shoot the messenger.
Right. Well, I didn't
got a
shoot
question. Yeah, not yet. You UFC guys, because I don't follow up how they go about this testing. Now, this coming off of UFC 200, obviously they would have had to been testing these guys, and I'm sure Bones can testify to that, right before the event. So obviously Lesnar must not have been doping before the fight. Is it possible he may have been doping after for injuries?
The test is from June 28th.
Yeah, it's a USADA violation, man. So it was definitely taken before he actually got into the octagon. Into the octagon. It was definitely taken before that. I don't know when they were aware of what happened. They probably just turned a blind eye to it because they couldn't have John Jones and Brock Lesnar out on the same card. He was flagged. It's the same way John Jones was flagged, and that turned out to be legit. The A test and the B test confirmed it. I'm sure right now they only have the A test, and they're about to confirm the B test on Brock Lesnar. it's a wrap. He did it. Whatever he did, I don't know what he put in his body, but you can guarantee that he put something in his body.
It's been 2 weeks. You think it's enough time to get it out?
I don't know if it matters.
June 28th. June 28th is a long time away from here. If they test him right now and he comes up clean, then what happens?
That's very do they have them take that B test at the same time?
No.
I mean, you take one test, they take another one, put it on ice.
No, from what I understand, the B test is just it's the same thing as the A test. It's the same. They're testing the same substance twice. So,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's
just
all.
at different time periods. I got you.
Ray, what's up?
But
I was actually gonna throw it to Connor because Connor actually seemed. Do you have anything on your mind, Connor? That anything you reported because you have that look on your face.
I was just looking up more information in regards to this because I just heard about this myself and I was just kind of trying to play a little bit of a catch up. But they really haven't announced anything as far as any punishment or any reprimandation from any side, UFC, WWE, anything. To be fair, I don't want to be the guy to tell Brock Lesnar like you're suspended or I'm the last person like you like so you did some stuff, huh? Yeah, that cool. All right, well, good talking to you. I'm just gonna no, but as far as I know,
send him that message via pigeon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, go
He's
and then
gonna break that pigeon's neck.
All of a sudden you see a feather in the mail. You just see a feather in the mail. That's all you see. Like, well, he got the message. I mean, I'm more curious to see how WWE is going to adapt to it. If it is carried over, if it is the same guidelines, what the hell the deal is. But if it's not, I guarantee you, Brock will be randomly tested. Probably before SummerSlam, just before they shoot themselves in the foot already more so than they already have. I mean, yeesh. First Roman, now this.
Yeah. Well, I just want to throw my 2 cents real quick, man. I mean, I just went off on the other day on how cool it was that Brock Lesnar was tested and he was clean, and and how much of a jerk John Jones was for doing what he did. I'm not gonna all right. Here's the deal. I'm not going to give Brock Lesnar a break. Because I did hear that there were certain exemptions when it came to him taking those tests. So I don't know if anybody can clear that, probably A-Track, but I'm going to throw the A-Track, but I just really want to quickly say that you got a guy that's in his 40s going back after 5 years to be in MMA, and then you have a guy that's basically trained his entire life and is in his late 20s or early 20s and, is using for, I don't know, for God knows what reason. So, I mean, I see kind of a difference. Like, I see one guy is probably trying to get back and trying to get healthy, absolutely. And the other guy is just trying to cheat. So I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but A-Track, I mean, I just want to know your opinion on this, buddy.
I think that if he fails the actual test and it's not true, Brock Lesnar will be very, very adamant about
Hold on. Hello, we're losing you real quick. Click your camera on and off, and please repeat that.
Oh. All right, how about now? Am I good?
Just keep talking.
I have no camera.
All right, anyway. I'm just saying that if it's on the up and up, that if he does fail and he didn't do anything wrong, or if it was like some prescribed thing, or it was HGH or something or whatever, I'm pretty sure that Brock Lesnar will be very adamant about his innocence. If it is true, then I'm pretty sure he'll own it, and he will apologize to his friends and his family. His mistake, he owned it. Believe that.
Good, Bill. Take it away, Bill. Take it away.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's enough for that breaking news there, because that's certainly a game changer in a lot of ways going all over. This is something unique for the WWE in having a competitor that can be tested outside of the WWE that can affect, their in-ring product.
Don't see Bobby Lashley failing drug tests.
Does Bellator even test?
Does TNA even test?
No.
Not
at all.
Oh, TNA doesn't test at all, man.
Never.
Why?
Clearly, right? Jeff Hardy works there, of course, right?
It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here all of a sudden. Holy cow!
Fame, will you
delete the drug test.
All right, now I got to ask everybody. Obviously, I think every single person here saw TNA's The Deletion.
Nah.
And maybe everybody here saw the greatest thing since The Deletion, which was The Next Day. Oh. But has everybody seen the New Day's Deletion that was on Raw with the Wyatt family? AKA that was an original product made by the WWE.
You want to go down the line, or you
I'm
want
going to go down the line. Thoughts, Big Ray.
All right, so I'll start off. I actually, I'm gonna give myself a cheap plug, and I just have my podcast. Check it out, episode number 3, Big Ray Wrestling Show podcast, and I talked about that extensively. How number one, TNA actually had that video in the bank for quite some time. They had it for a couple of weeks, and it was actually released before it was actually put on television. Now the day after was freaking hilarious. I love the day after. What did he call his? I'm going to name the boat. Skarsgård. Dude, it was awesome. It's the best thing I've ever seen, and the worst thing at the same time. But I absolutely, positively, unequivocally believe that the WWE copied, or kind of not copied, but kind of used that whole cinematic thing. And if in reality, everybody's really copying off of Lucha Underground, if you know what I mean. So that's the truth, and I actually failed to mention that during my podcast, and that was a point I wanted to make. So Lucha Underground is the originator of the cinematic wrestling show. Bill?
All right, Professor, what do you think?
Well, I would like to remind all the Slamites that the original kind of scenario like this actually, well, I won't say it's original, but let's go back in the 90s. I'm testing my gray hairs here, but Sting went up the mountains, the Andes Mountains, and the White Castle of Fear. Big Ray, let's remember. Remember, Sting also spun the wheel and made the deal with Jake the Snake Roberts. And let's not forget the ultimate deletion when Hulk Hogan traveled into the Dungeon of Doom. Oh, it's not cold. All right. Anyway, but at the end of the day, it was very entertaining with the final deletion. And at the end of the day, with the New Day and the Wyatts, it was a serious matter. So, and it projects to the next match at Battleground. So I'm happy both ways. You had variations of the same kind of genre.
All right. 8-Track Brown.
Hey, man, listen, I loved it. I didn't care for the Wyatts thing, not because anything from I love their brawl, I love the fight. I didn't care for the shaky camera and the blinking lights that felt like I was having a seizure. Of course, how can you go wrong with the final deletion? Entertaining, funny. The very next day, or a week later, King Maxwell, the butler is Matt Hardy has to start coming out with the Fat Butler, Senior Benjamin.
You know he has a T-shirt on ProWrestlingTees.com, Senior Benjamin.
Yes, he does, and it was great. I loved it when Matt Hardy is speaking to his servant, and he speaks to her in Spanish, and she goes, "I'm Armenian." It's wonderful, And Matt Hardy, he hates mustard, and he loves green beans. How can you hate on this dude? He's great. And I tell you this: if being that TNA has a very large following in Europe.
You're gonna say something else. Sorry.
In Europe, if they would have did this around WrestleMania time, the night after WrestleMania on Raw, you would have heard a lot of people in the audience screaming, "Delete, delete, delete!"
Oh, yes.
That would have pissed Vince off so much. You would have heard "Brother Nero" during a corny ass match. People would have chanted that crap.
A-Track, I don't think. It's not off the realm that you will hear that after WrestleMania the next year. Trust me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty sure you're not going to hear it in Full Sail because those are some pretty loyal fans. But I wouldn't doubt if you heard
Battleground.
it.
Hey, A-Track, is it possible for you to hang up and call back in because you have no video unless you want to just use your audio, buddy?
All right, let me see if I can call, or if I can drop and call back.
I hope he doesn't come back. Oh wait, I said that too soon.
Oh wow.
Go ahead,
all right. Okay, Fave, let me hear, the deletion, Senor Benjamin, King Maxwell. I mean, it's been so long. I mean, I think
Brother
AJ Styles was
Skylar.
still a champion when you were last on.
Yeah, I know. Brother Skylar. No, it was so I did when everyone was like, "Oh, New Day and Wyatts are copying Final Deletion." I thought the same thing, Ray, but I actually looked up, and apparently, supposedly, WWE had filmed that 2 weeks before Deletion came out. Now,
No, they did not. Did they?
Yes, they filmed that 2 weeks before the deletion video came out. Supposedly it was kept under
Oh,
wraps.
Connor, why did you say that when A-Track went off the call? My goodness.
Supposedly. Allegedly. But in any case, I still thoroughly enjoyed that thing. Deletion was awesome. I actually really was entertained by it. And again, I could see the copying the Lucha Underground style, which I completely 100% agree as far as the camera work and all that stuff, which I actually really enjoyed. The Butler, the Gardener, Senior Benjamin is the most over person from that whole experience. Not Matt, not Jeff. It was definitely the
Whoa. What about Baby Maxwell?
I'm sorry. Well, Baby Maxwell. He's the king. He is the king.
Heir to the haughty name.
The heir to the throne. No, it was really. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. The New Day version was obviously much different. Braun Strowman did the best thing he has ever done, which is of course scream. But really all it was him screaming for like 10 minutes. I'm like,
hey, man, that's scary.
I'm not saying it's not. It just like they put his talents to use. He screams really, really loud. I did like the little homage to, I think, Sister Abigail at the very beginning. I don't know if anybody caught that.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Explain it. I missed it.
So at the very beginning of the whole thing, when they first got to the compound or whatever the hell they call the Wyatt family lair,
compound.
They were greeted by a girl in the sheep mask, and then she quickly disappeared.
Yeah.
And then they showed up. So I just thought maybe that might have been an homage to Sister Abigail. So
that's cool.
Who knows? Again, I thoroughly enjoyed both of them. I thought they were great, but the deletion, unique, different, and I enjoyed every single minute of it.
It's either an homage to Sister Abigail, or they have a rape shack. But anyway,
she broke free of the shack.
Anyone? No,
Shake Shack,
baby.
I want a burger from Shake Shack.
Hey, Skylar, real quick. I have a favor, really quickly. Do you mind?
Got it. Yeah.
All right, so come here, Aiden.
Shoot.
All right, Aiden has been dying to show this off all week, and this was very difficult for me to get. Show him, Aiden. All right, quickly, come on. We got all day. We got to show the dude. You know what this is?
Is that a Finn Balor?
Finn Balor.
Do you know how hard it is to find this thing at Toys R Us?
Yeah, I heard it's a pain. Yeah, yep.
So Aiden wanted to show it off. Aiden, say hi to the guys.
Hi.
Hey, Aiden.
What up?
All right. Oh, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold says so. All right, go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
All right. Now I want to reach out to Fane Black, get his opinion on. Let's get his opinion on the Wyatt's compound.
All right, let me start with this. Let me start with I was on that podcast with Big Ray. He made me watch the final deletion.
I didn't make you do anything.
Yes, sir. And if I had a podcast, right, which I don't, but if I did, right, I would have talked a little bit about the final deletion on it. I thought it was great though. I really liked it. I have a, it made me watch TNA. It was interesting. It was creative for sure. And what I'm about to say is no surprise to anybody. TNA did it good. WWE did it better.
Wait. What did you say?
You heard what I said.
No, I had my microphone on my headphones on mute. What was that? Who did it better? What?
Yeah, the Wyatts and the New Day did it better.
That is absurd.
That made my dog cry, bro.
A-Track has made it back.
It moved me to tears as well. I thought it was beautiful. It was a wonderful work of art.
Bunch of white boys beating up brothers in the woods.
Hey, listen. Let me.
I'm surprised they didn't bring out a noose.
I need that popcorn right now.
Here's the thing, right? The Wyatts, why the Wyatts connect with me is because I'm legitimately scared of Southern rednecks with beards in the middle of the South. So yeah, like you laughing about like a bunch of rednecks beating up some brothers. Yes, this is scary to me. This is real. This is
squeal.
That is scary. Stop it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fane Black Tours stops in Alabama have been officially canceled.
Yeah, all of them forever, indefinitely.
And Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt have been going back and forth on Twitter.
Oh my God, something fierce, and Wyatt taking it dead serious, and Matt just putting it up for chuckles, man. Really, he's not taking it quite so serious. Mr. Rotunda, very much not seeing it like that. And let's see, Billy Ray,
What's up, man?
what was your thoughts on all this madness?
I thought the final deletion was awesome. I thought the New Day thing was awful. I just saw it a minute ago, and to be quite honest with you, I couldn't finish it because it was just that bad. I mean, who's gonna believe that three brothers are gonna wander into the woods and get beat up by these guys anyway? It wasn't good, but the final deletion was classic. It was magnificently brilliant.
Billy Ray, could you imagine if I said to you, yo, I just got a text from this white dude, right? He told me, he said if we was really hardcore like that, then we go upstate and meet him in the forest. Me, you, and Anthony.
Yo, let's go.
And I'm like, yo, you down for that?
Oh, hell no. That's what I would do.
I'm packing my drones and going into the forest.
I have a better chance with some box cutters if you know where I'm going with that. But listen, man, this was, the final deletion was classic, man. And let me tell you, like, Lucha Underground, yeah, they kind of copied that style, but they did it better than Lucha Underground. It was better than Lucha Underground to me. I sat there and I watched it. It was awesome. Lucha Underground, I lose interest in it sometimes. I mean, the in-ring work is great, but sometimes I lose interest in it. Final deletion was great.
Yeah, you lose interest on those, right?
Final deletion was awesome. And I mean, to say that WWE filmed it 2 weeks prior to the final deletion coming out, man. If that's even the case, I'm sure they got a heads up from someone inside TNA telling them what they were doing. It reeks of rip-off. It reeks of bootleg, man. That was a bootleg final deletion, and it should be deleted. It was bad. It sucked.
Delete!
But the final deletion, broken Matt Hardy and his magnificent brilliance is amazing, and I will watch TNA from here on in until I get bored of it.
Yeah, and I mean,
Like next week.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
huge deletion fan, and I'll be honest with you, I like the Bray Wyatt thing. I'm a big Bray Wyatt mark, and to me it was more seemed like a homage film-wise. Obviously, Lucha Underground goes without saying, but it was very Rob Zombie-esque, House of a Thousand Corpses.
Like The Walking Dead.
Cool.
You know, had that whole kind of vibe going to it. But, I mean, it's still something new for the WWE universe.
The professor's holding up a bottle of mustard. Stop that! Broken Matt hates mustard. The only thing, you know what would make this better if Broken Matt brought in Base God. Then it's a wrap.
If you go back and watch the final deletion, Matt doesn't blink.
He doesn't
He was
blink.
creepy as hell.
Doesn't
He
blink.
I gotta check that out.
Just another excuse to go back and watch it for like the 20th time. But yeah. So
At the end of the day, the Wyatt family don't have Rebby, so
yeah.
I don't care who Sister Abigail is. She ain't touching Rebby.
I won, you lost already. It's over after that. There's no way you come back from that.
All right, guys. I'm going to jump into. We have some outstanding stuff, which was not a surprise that it was going to be an event being spread across the industry. That being the fact that the WWE's Cruiserweight Classic has been being promoted and pushed for well over a year now. Actually, the name of the event changing a few different times. And with that, you have ongoing events that have been going on for a long time. The G1 Climax, Super Juniors tournaments, and something that's seen to grab everyone's attention besides the WWE, which I'm going to get back to. And that I want to talk about is Pro Wrestling Guerrilla's annual Battle of Los Angeles. I'm bringing this one up because this is something that unless you're like a hardcore fan, you don't get a chance to see because it's not available on pay-per-view, and unless you travel out to Reseda, California every year and sit in that sweat box of the little building or get the DVDs like I do each year, because this is one of my favorite events of the year. It made big news because of the #1 entrant, which was the one, the only Cody Rhodes was signed and will be appearing there for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla for the first time, and that seemed to spark a lot of interest with fans who wouldn't normally do it because he's just recently out of the WWE. He's never really wrestled anywhere but the WWE, and this being one of his first major appearances since leaving the company. So I just wanted to get, opinions, what people think. I mean, I'll give a quick rundown. It's a 24 contestant event for those who don't know, fan-wise, and those here on the in the nation. It's going to be September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And you got Cody Rhodes. I'm going to say his name wrong, but from New Japan and CMLL, Kamatachi. Lucha Underground's Matanza coming in without the mask, that being Jeff Cobb. Mark Haskins, Dalton Castle, with or without the boys, do not know yet. Pete Dunne, Sami Callihan, Tommy End, Trevor Lee, Adam Cole, Baby, John Hennigan, a.k.a. Johnny Mundo, John Morrison, Jack Gallagher, who is also going to be in the CWC, Chris Hero, interested to see how large or smaller Chris may be at this time. Mark Andrews, Mandrews from TNA, Ricochet, Prince Puma from Lucha Underground, Matthew Riddle, Marty Scurll, Matt Sydal, Kyle O'Reilly, Phoenix, Zack Sabre Jr., again, both of them in the CWC, Will Ospreay, Pentagon Jr., and Jushin Thunder Liger making his debut, I believe, for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla as well. Zack Sabre being the winner from last year. So to me, that's one hell of a roster, for this event. Again, it's a 3-night event, so it's a little different than what you'll get from the WWE's event, what you'll get from New Japan, as they're spread out a lot further with that. So what is let me see here. Let's just spin the wheel here, as you said earlier, and we'll hit okay, Fabe. Thoughts on the Battle of Los Angeles 2016?
Hold on. Okay, Fabe. Were you just like you totally caught off guard watching?
Did I catch him off guard? Boom. Was he watching porn?
No, it's hard when you have a little hype around.
I'm sure it is hard.
Crazy. But no, honestly, I've heard of the Battle of Los Angeles several times. I haven't caught the entire tournaments of some of these, but I've seen the last couple of years, and it seems like the excitement level just gets higher and higher and higher for these tournaments. I feel like in general, like wrestling right now is starting to hit a pretty high note for a lot of really interesting things, and this definitely being one of them. Again, so many big names in the indie scene. Now they're going to be seen more in the Cruiserweight Classic to piggyback off that one. Like I know Zaber is going to be in there and a couple of others to help get notoriety for this as well too. But definitely with Cody being added to it and Jushin, man, it's exciting stuff. There's parts of me that like it's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan. This is definitely backing that up for sure.
Okay. I cannot agree with you more. With that, let me jump into, let's see, Billy Ray Valentine.
I think this is the best lineup of any cruiserweight tournament of recent times. It's on another level, man. It's ridiculous. I'm very excited for it. Will Ospreay and Zack Sabre Jr. in the same tournament here in the United States. You can't go wrong with that. We got my man Jushin Thunder Liger, Pentagon Jr. I think you said Phoenix, right? Phoenix is in it.
Yep.
Yeah, this is going to be
in it as well.
It's going to be an insane tournament, man. And Pro Wrestling Guerrilla is the new ECW, man. Like, even though they don't tour, they don't go anywhere. They stay in California, in Reseda, and if you're not lucky enough to get a ticket, you're asked out. You know what I mean? But this is the new ECW. Back then, if you're an old school wrestling fan, you know how it felt to watch ECW, to go to an ECW show. This is it, man. It's Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and what they're doing is awesome. Like it's life outside of the WWE for professional wrestlers, man. You go to PWG, you get spotted by William Regal. You know what I mean? This is a showcase for the WWE in many ways, or AAA or whomever is trying to get talent nowadays. Like, it's become that. This tournament's gonna be off the hook. The CWC is gonna be off the hook too. But I think this talent roster that they put together, Cody Rhodes. I mean, come on. Like, I really want to see it. Like, it's gonna be amazing. Like, they should find a way to stream that online if they don't already. People will pay money to see this. They're losing out on money if they don't do this. And if they do it, please leave comments down in the comment section so I can find out. That way I can stream it.
I think it is going to be streamed. I think it's an iPay-per-view. I could be wrong on that.
I'm
I
buying
haven't heard that, but if it doesn't happen this year, I would think that this may be the one that puts it over where they do that. I mean, out of all their events that they have throughout the year, and they have different style events. I mean, they have one event that's more comedic, and then they have other, just pure wrestling. And obviously it's no secret that, as you said, with Regal, and then they signed a large part of the initial NXT for the network. Those guys came, pretty much from the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, B.O.L.A's, and one of the other main events, and that's just was like the proving ground. With that there, A-Track, what are your thoughts on this?
I do not know. I do not care. There's a very good chance.
That was deep, A-Track. Oh my God, I'm in tears. That was so deep.
He's not done. Do it. There's a very good chance of what?
There's a very good chance that they will all be deleted.
Oh God.
Hey, okay, did you not see the TMZ video interview with Matt Hardy prior to all that?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I did.
All right.
Oh, I
Sorry,
did.
just thought maybe you had.
Nah, man. Listen, the lineup speaks for itself. While y'all guys were talking about it, I was saying to myself, I hope this thing is going to be online somehow. So if you do find a way to stream it, if they do put it on stream, that's good, because if a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, does it make a sound? So they got to find a way to get this thing up so people can watch. If not,
Moose.
immediately just come out with the DVD already, or put it online the next day, or whatever. You got to have this available.
Yeah, they do push out. The DVDs come out relatively soon, not that fast, but they do. And this is just one of those events that people just, they can't go. Yeah, they're waiting, and I think that, again, it would make good bucks. And there's so much availability now, whether it be the Apple TV, Roku's, no matter what, where there's a lot of wrestling out there where it's easy to get it. And I'm only pausing here for a second because I feel like I froze. Did anybody hear me?
No, man,
You're good.
Oh,
You're good.
all right.
Keep going.
Everything on my screen froze. Apologize.
What about it?
Boom. So with that, I'm going to jump right into Big Ray, and I want to hear your thoughts because I don't know if you've seen a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla event before.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Hey.
But no, I've watched a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla event. I've not been like a fan. Like I don't follow the promotion or anything like that. I've seen it. I'm overtly impressed with.
Oppressed?
I am very depressed.
We shall overcome. Okay.
You guys done? All right. No, seriously, man. I mean, I'm really impressed with the with the roster. I think it's honestly. I know you have like a plethora of amazing talents on this roster, and this tournament is probably going to be 10 times better than what the the Cruiserweight Classic is going to be in the WWE, because again, WWE is going to hold limitations to certain individuals in that event. But I'm interested to see what Cody Rhodes does when the chains are off. I've been watching Cody Rhodes for almost a decade now, and I don't think we've ever seen Cody Rhodes in his full potential. So I'm just interested to see that, and along with the fact that they have like Billy Ray said, Will Ospreay. I was actually disappointed that WWE wasn't able to obtain him for the World Cruiserweight Classic. I think it's a shame.
He's signed to New. I'm sorry, Ray. He's signed to New Japan. That's the only reason. As soon as he doesn't, he's coming to the WWE, man.
No, I'm sure he is. But again, WWE has a tendency to get what they want. So I'm sure they could have worked something out to get Ospreay onto this World Cruiserweight Classic. I was surprised not to see Mr. 450.
That's a good call, man.
In either of the tournaments. So I don't know what's going on with that. I know he did drop the title to Carlito Colon, so it's not like he's holding the World Wrestling Council championship there. So just curious. Aiden, do you see this? I'm trying to do a show here, and Aiden's asking me a question. What's your question?
Actually,
Cody Rhodes, huh?
it's actually Stardust.
What?
Cody Rhodes is actually playing as Stardust.
Breaking news.
Wait a second. Cody Rhodes is who?
Stardust. He's
That kid's got something.
As
He got
a
it together.
wrestler named Stardust.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, Bill, take it away, Bill. I'm in shock right now.
First Brock Lesnar.
I can't believe this.
It's incredible.
Wow, Fame Black, your thoughts on the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Battle of Los Angeles?
Figured that out.
What the hell is that?
It's Cody
Look,
Rhodes.
all I know, listen, all I know is that the Cruiserweight Classic is going to be awesome, man. That's all I don't know what you was talking about, Ebola. I don't know what. None of that. I have no idea. But listen, the Cruiserweight Classic is going to be phenomenal, man. The only thing
hold
missing,
that thought, because we're going to talk the Cruiserweight Classic in mere seconds.
all right, well, let me.
I figured Bola was going to be outside the box for you, but I was giving you a shot because there was a lot of talent on here that I figured you knew.
I think the only thing the Cruiserweight Classic is missing is Cody Rhodes.
There you go.
Cruiserweight.
Yeah, he had to lose a lot of weight to get in it. Well, I've already said my piece for that. I'm going to jump right here into the Cruiserweight Classic because I think every single one of us here saw this past Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time on the network, cheap plug. And
Hey.
Oh,
You didn't ask me.
Professor? Wow.
My goodness.
That's
It
because
was-
your opinion doesn't matter.
It was the breaking news about Cody Rhodes and Stardust. It threw me for a loop. Professor, give me your
Unbelievable.
thoughts
Well, you know what? I'll be quick.
on the Battle of Los Angeles.
Well, I'll be quick because Fame doesn't like the Ebola, but this is the Ebola I want to catch. But this is a stacked roster. No, I'm not contagious, Fame. Don't worry about it. But this is a stacked roster. You're all right. And if I'm a booker here, I'm gonna manipulate it for Will Ospreay and Ricochet to be in the finals. I want to see that. If you had a match of the year in Super J Cup, so why not Will Ospreay Ricochet Part 2?
Best of the Super
finals.
Juniors, not Super J Cup. Get it right.
Whatever.
Not only that, Professor, but I mean, they just had Ospreay and Sabre just had a knockdown, drag-out match of the year that just occurred about a month ago. I'm not even sure which promotion it was, but those definitely guys, I expect to see them in the end of this tournament.
Okay, Skyler. Now you can talk about the CWC.
All right, let's jump into the CWC. I was more than impressed with the CWC for everything, presentation, color scheme. I mean, you name it. They talked about everything before they got to the wrestling, from the announcing to everything about how they set up the arena. Since Fame was quick to point out how great this was going to be, I want to hear Fame's thoughts.
I mean, I think I gave it away. I really feel like I really pulled, the curtain back on this one. I feel like it's going to be amazing. I think this was a fantastic idea. Obviously, the WWE were the first ones to ever do anything like this ever, and I think that's really initiative on their part. And I commend Triple H and all the other people and for the WWE that made this happen. And I think this is a treat for wrestling fans everywhere. The only thing missing is Cody Rhodes.
There you go. All right. Ray, you brought up a good point in the last segment with that. You were mentioning about how the WWE may actually be holding some of these guys back and maybe pushing other ones a little harder. And I think that was really apparent in the first night, especially in the very first match. I want to hear what you thought about it and something actually, I mean, I'm thinking maybe this is what brought you to bring that, say that, because it was kind of apparent, and I'm hoping not to see that happening every week.
Ray, can you hear me, man? Can anybody hear me?
He muted his mic.
I muted my mic. I'm
All
so
right, go ahead.
sorry. All right, so basically, I'm sorry, I muted my mic, guys. Muda is a term used in the PW Hustle, guys. Subscribe to PW Hustle 2 on YouTube and, of course, the podcast. Anyway, so check it out. Here's the deal. The first night of the Cruiserweight Classic, self-evident how these guys were actually, holding themselves back, and that is actually why. But I knew it was going to happen. WWE is not about doing 450 splashes from inside the ring onto the arena floor. You know what I'm saying? And your dog agrees with me, A-Track. So the fact is that it is going to be what it is. Does it mean that the matches are going to be watered down? Yeah, probably. Does it mean the matches are going to be bad? Absolutely not. I think they're going to have some phenomenal matches. And that's the thing that's interesting me, that's getting me interested to see how a lot of these guys who are very heavy, spot heavy, how they work around not being able to pull the spots that they would pull to get the oohs and ahs from an indie crowd, and they have to work around that and maybe mat wrestle a little bit more. So I was really interested to see that, and I'm interested to see how it goes about. A guy like Kota Ibushi is going to be able to do anything. A guy like not Will Ospreay, what's his name? The other
Zack
gentleman.
Sabre.
Zack Sabre Jr. can do anything. You're going to have a lot of guys in there. Malatik is going to be able to do anything. So it's going to be cool. But it's not going to be as awesome as the Battle of Los Angeles. And the fact that I know Fame it's got to be tongue-in-cheek when he says that. It's like the first time anybody's ever done anything like this. Fame is much more intelligent than that. But
don't you worry about what I do with my tongue or my cheek. Don't talk to me that way.
You are a disgusting young man. But,
it's an experience.
Hey man, you don't want talking about.
Tongue in cheek is the opposite.
What went on that podcast?
Oh God, you have no idea. What podcast? Fame doesn't have a podcast. Anyway, so that's my thought process on that. I just thought it would be better if the WWE took off the handcuffs and.
Hey, can I get an next?
Billy Ray, take
Can I
it.
get an next? Because I completely disagree with Ray. Completely. I thought it was great. And Fame is absolutely right. This is the first time anybody has ever done anything like this. 100%. But listen, man. No, like I think they're letting these guys do whatever it is they want to do. I don't think there's anything holding them back. They're not even under WWE contracts. This is a showcase for these people. Cedric Alexander went in. That was an amazing match. That cat from Peru, I want to say, Sainz, or from Chile.
Chile, yeah.
Chile.
Oh yeah, man.
That guy was good, man. Like
yeah, dude.
He was good, and he did a lot of his spots. You know that guy can wrestle. Apparently, he is wrestling in Chile or in Peru, from wherever he's from. He is the sole wrestler from there. Grand Metalik showed off a little bit of what he can do. You know what I mean? Like he'll build that throughout the tournament. I think the obvious names that had to go went, and the names that had to stay stayed. It's gonna be a packed next round. And semifinals and finals is going to be packed with action and marquee matchups that people want to see. I don't think anybody's going to be held back in this tournament. If the first night is any indication of what it's going to be like, I thought it was phenomenal, bro. I enjoyed it so much. And you know what was the best thing for me? Seeing these wrestlers that I've never seen before. That it's not often that I get to see wrestlers that I've never seen before or that I've never heard of. I hadn't heard of at least two of these guys, and it was great to see them and see what they were about. And I thought the matches were phenomenal, and I don't think they're going to be held back in any way, shape, or form. I mean, of course, we're gonna have a set winners. You know, like we're gonna have one winner actually, but some people are going to be showcased heavily because they're going to be signed. But everybody's is in an open audition here to win a contract. That's the way I look at it.
Professor, hit us with the perspective.
I don't think it was watered down for the first week. I think it was 4 great matches. I like the commentary with Mauro Ranallo and Daniel Bryan. They had good chemistry together, and then as the weeks progress, they're going to get better chemistry together. I like Daniel Bryan's insights into the match. I like the realism to get me invested into the Cruiserweight Classic with the profiles of the people I didn't know, like Billy Ray suggested. The guy from Chile got me. I was impressed with his wrestling style. The only thing I didn't like was the dude from, I believe, either Hong Kong or China, Ho Ho Lun. He should have won. Ho Ho Lun. I did not like his style. I hated the way he wrestled. I understood why he won, but he was garbage. He shouldn't have won.
Wow.
Davari should have won.
Okay. I think you're going to see Davari signed for sure regardless of that, in my opinion, just real jumping in on that. I liked Lund, a small guy. He's a big baby face. He has a lot of fans. I won't be surprised to see him signed.
Well, there are like 5 billion people in China. Of course he has a lot of fans.
All right, let's see. A-Track, you're in. Tell us what your thoughts to you and the other.
I don't have thoughts. I haven't seen it yet. I've been doing everything I can to avoid spoilers. It's been a very crazy week for Mr. A-Track Brown. I want y'all to know that right now. So I have to catch up on it. And I just wanted to give those thoughts because I have to go to work. So I want y'all to know that A-Track Brown will be watching the Cruiserweight Classic when he gets to work. I'll be watching it so I can catch up. So next time we do this again, I'll have something to say. At the end of the day, all I know is Kota Ibushi, or Ibushi Kota, is the man. I didn't have to see it to know that Kota Ibushi did some insane stuff, or Cedric Alexander for that matter. The only thing this tournament is missing is ACH. But I'll deal with Cedric Alexander and Kota Ibushi and Zack Sabre Jr. Those are my top 3 in the tournament right now. So I just want to tell everybody, Twitter, @FireFancy. It's your boy A-Track Brown. I'm very sorry. I got to go because I have bills to pay and I have food to eat.
And babies to make.
Are you leaving right now?
DNA to leave.
Yeah, I got to go to work.
DNA to leave. All right, so it's great having you back on, and I'm sorry that we couldn't have you for the full show.
It is what it is, man.
All right.
Breaking news. Apparently, WWE was going to have AR Fox in the tournament, but apparently.
Oh God!
Stop!
Was the gay porn?
Oh, good. Bill, just move on.
Just go.
All right, we're bang.
All right, when I leave, don't act stupid. All right. I see you guys later.
All right, sir. And it's a shame about Fox because no matter what, he's an outstanding wrestler.
Let's ask Fabe what he thought about.
Hold on. Can we talk a little more about AR Fox and how much?
Let's ask Fabe what he thought about the Cruiserweight Classic.
I can't top the AR Fox, but anyway. Basically, I loved everything about the Cruiserweight Classic. There wasn't really much, and going back to what Skyler said about the presentation was a big thing to me. Like I was very blown away at how. And I hate saying this, kind of like an MMA UFC feel to it, a global feel to the tournament. It was very different. It was very unique.
Yeah, man.
Mauro Ranallo and Daniel Bryan were great on commentary. I think this is Daniel's first major run as commentator as far as I know, and I thought he did a phenomenal job. I can kind of see what Ray's talking about in regards to holding them back because WWE's been known to do that with other independent stars who have gained a massive following and kind of told them to, lighten the load or hold themselves back. So I can understand his concerns. But at the same time, I think it's a win-win situation no matter – it's really a win-win for everybody involved. Even if people – obviously this is a predetermined sport. People will be pushed. There will be ultimately one winner, like Billy Ray said. But to me, it doesn't really matter. To me, it's all about the matches, the competition, and more importantly, the boys get the exposure. It's a level of exposure that most of these guys have never and will never possibly ever get again. So at the end of the day, it's really a win for everyone. WWE gets great content. Boys get massive exposure, and we're gonna get some the first 4 matches were pretty damn solid, but I think once we start ramping up into like the quarterfinals, we're gonna see some. I'm not gonna spoil too much because I know A-Track hasn't seen it yet, but I've heard what the quarterfinals are gonna be, and I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna say there's at least 2 matches in there that I am super pumped to see.
All right, and
Are you tingling, Fabe?
What's that?
Are you tingling with those with that? Are you tingling with those with those spoilers you want us to have?
Well, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna be a good boy. But there's one matchup that's gonna be very interesting.
Professor, are you walking around your apartment?
No.
Yeah, it looks like a Smashing Pumpkins video.
No, he's playing Pokemon Go.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, I am.
It looks
You gotta walk around.
You guys are helping me out.
Dude, don't walk around. Just wave your phone around. That's what I do.
All right. Bang.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Do you know I actually caught a Chandar today, which will eventually evolve into a Charizard. Thank you.
I don't know what that is.
No clue what any of that is.
Into a Charmander, into a Charmeleon.
You mean?
Meow. What? Anyway, I'm sorry, Skylar. Go ahead.
All right.
Idiot.
I loved it. I've been waiting for
Stupid
this.
idiot. You don't know what a Pokemon is?
Sorry, man. I've been waiting for this tournament for the CWC for a long time since it was first announced, and there's so much talent involved here. Yeah, there's going to be some guys that aren't going to make it too far. Everybody can't be knocking it out. You know, they have to have a winner each and every week. It's spread out over 10 weeks, so it is what it is. I may have been looking really too intensely on some of these guys, not knowing who they were. Like the first match with the guy from Chile, I wasn't as impressed as some people were, but I was being, really too judgmental on him, I think. But regardless, I want to jump, is heavy here into the G1 climax. Just wanted to. It's the 26th annual one. It's a 19-show round-robin tourney. For those who don't know, it ends on August 14th. We're going to go into it more, but A-Track's not here, and time kind of got away from me, this being my first time in the shoot here. But we'll talk more about that down the road at another time. And I just wanted to find out what, in closing, per se, to the show, with the Raw and SmackDown draft upcoming, what anybody's thoughts might be as far as they're talking about NXT possibly being involved in the draft. It seems to be without question that B.O.L.A and Finn Balor are going to make their way up to the main roster. Does anybody see female or male tag teams or anybody else being brought up at this time?
American Alpha is the only one.
American Alpha as a team? Okay.
That's the only one I can see because, without getting into too much into it, I think it's obvious they have to bring in some guys from NXT to the draft, or to Raw and SmackDown. That's kind of like pretty much well assumed. Finn's pretty much been like waiting at the helm, and so is B.O.L.A. I think maybe Alpha could help boost up the roster, but to be completely honest with you, they shouldn't really mess too much with NXT, because if they take out any more guys than that, they still are in like a rebuilding period after. Look how many guys came up after Mania.
Yeah,
Enzo and Cass, Vaudevillains, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin. They've taken a good chunk of like the core guys. They're still in the rebuilding process.
I think. Yeah.
Right. You can always send the Vaudevillains back.
To be completely honest with you,
and Apollo Crews
back.
And Apollo Crews. I agree.
Yeah. It was too
go back smiling.
It was too soon for Cruz, and the Vaudevillains, they really should have kept them down as well. Billy Ray, what are your thoughts on that?
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do with this draft. I think, to be honest with you, if you want to have some type of surprise factor, they should just draft Bobby Roode and not have him be on NXT at all. They should just draft him straight up. He's like 38, 39 years old. I mean, time's ticking on a guy like that. Just bring him up. What's up?
I don't want to jump on you that. Bobby Roode, from what I heard today, is I believe in the tapings this week, he's making his U.S. debut for NXT for however those tapings go this weekend. But yeah, I agree with you. Roode's, he needs to be brought up quick if they have any plans at all of him being on the main roster. Professor, what do you think?
The only fear I have, besides the NXT stuff that you guys are mentioning, is I think Vince McMahon's going to be like, you know what, we got to break up Enzo and Cass. One goes to Raw, one goes to SmackDown, because Vince sees gold in Big Cass. It's going to be too soon, and you know how they like to jump the gun with big guys. So Big Cass is gonna you're gonna see the faults of Big Cass after he gets drafted to a different brand from Enzo.
Oh, it's way too soon for him to be given a single shot right now. I agree with that. Ray, your thoughts?
I think it's about time that Finn Balor comes up. I think it's about time we get B.O.L.A coming up. I agree 1,000%. I think it's pretty predictable who they're going to be calling up. And I do also agree that if they tinker too much with the NXT roster, it will hurt them. Now, this is the great thing about the WWE and NXT. When they lose a plethora of talent, They're going to bring in a guy like Will Ospreay. They're going to bring in a guy like Zack Sabre Jr. They're going to bring in, a bunch of, they can bring in a Tajiri. They can bring in that type of, they can bring back Rhino, which they already have, and they can bring in a Bobby Roode to fill in those slots to help those young talents or the new young talents they bring in. So, no matter who they bring in, no matter how many people they bring in, the WWE has untapped talent out there all over the world. And since they've opened the doors to Japan, they've opened the doors to China, they've opened doors to India, they continuously open doors to Mexico, Germany, where else? The United Kingdom. So now the WWE has untapped potential. China. I think I mentioned that, but France, all over the world, the WWE has the opportunity.
Mars.
Yeah, seriously, we want to keep listing freaking countries. Let's just go.
Hold on, not done yet. Bulgaria. Then we also have Sweden.
Venus.
Uranus. Anyway, I would like to know, Fame, what's your opinion on this, buddy, before we close out?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
He's going to be your NXT champion.
That's all Fame says.
You got to do that first. Got to do that first.
Why? Why does he have to do that first?
It's on his bucket list. You didn't know that?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'd rather. No, thank you. I don't want to be on Raw nor SmackDown Live. I'd rather stay here in NXT and win that belt for sure. I'm Shinsuke Nakamura.
Finn fought going up to the main roster a couple times supposedly.
Indeed.
I don't
supposedly. Ray, I wanted to say one thing about your comment about them rebuilding. I agree. WWE has been very good because I've been worried several times that when they take a good chunk of the talent from NXT, that there'll be a hole and a void, but they've been able to, at a decent pace, rebuild it. My concern is everything takes time. Stars aren't made instantly unless you have someone who has, like, again, a Bobby Roode or an Austin Aries who has some sort of traction to go with them. So my only concern is if they take some of the drawing power from NXT, like Nakamura, Joe, and others, that they won't be able to produce new top talent fast enough. I'm not saying they won't be able to do it. I have full faith that they'll be able to bounce back and fill voids and continue the trend. But I'm just afraid time-wise it might be too soon. Again, just because they took so many people already from NXT just right after WrestleMania. So that's my real fear.
And nor do you want to lose them, like Prince Pretty and others who went up there and then just got lost into the void. And
delete.
Yes, delete. All right, well, with that, wrestling fans, want to hit everybody off with this here in closing. Want to thank everybody for being here this week, getting the whole team back together. It's been a while. Thank you for me and some of my not quite so polished event here and hosting this. Want to give shouts out, let's see, to, of course, let's see, little guy, what's his name? Bill Apter, the boss at Apter One Wrestling at One Wrestling. None of this happens without Bill. And everybody here, it's we got OK Fabe. Follow him on Twitter at OK Fabe. The Professor Quintana, follow him at PROFPW Hustle. Billy Ray Valentine at OB1 You Know Me. Big Ray at Big Ray Show. Also follow him on Podbean and across the podcast universe with Big Ray's podcast, wrestling podcast, correct? And of course, I got a little segment on there called Back in the Day. And Pharaoh of Fancy, that would be Fame Black. And
what? Excuse me?
Oh,
you just think,
God.
Matt. I can't believe this.
Jesus. Bill, can we close this out before?
Anybody know anything about AR Fox? Can we talk?
All right, listen.
Just switch it over. Don't just mull it over.
Follow me at You Got This Show.
Don't tell them where to follow me, Bill.
I'm getting
they
there.
They obviously don't know.
Follow him into the world.
They're going to follow you at Fame Black. They're going to follow you, oh my God, Snapchat and everywhere else. I'm not even going to apologize. I'm reading my damn notes wrong.
Listen.
Just happened to confuse the only two black guys on the show.
Bill, let's just close this out.
Real smooth, Bill.
Watch your hand. Just close this out because this is getting really volatile too quick. In the words of the legendary
Shut
Bill
up,
Apter.
Ray.
Shut up! We'll see you
At the matches.
At the matches. At the match. I'm so scared.